There's two extreme ends of the market right now in the AI space. There's a lot of hustlers out there, and some of them are legit. Some of them are doing good work, but the vast majority of them are grifters, and it's very hard to tell them apart. The other end of the market is the Accentures and the Booz Allens of the world that are doing things like forward deployed engineers showing up at companies and sitting down with people side by side and figuring out how to do their job so that they can be fired and replaced. A lot of the companies are then hiring back a lot of the employees that they let go after the fact. I don't think it's fair to say that every one of those projects ends in failure and that every fired employee is rehired. In a lot of cases, a lot of the employees that are being fired, AI is the excuse. It's the cover story. It's not really what's actually driving that. But there are projects that are out there at that enterprise scale that are shipping to production, that are automating heavy business processes. And that is real. Those are very expensive builds, and they're typically done in very surgical ways. Companies that size are able to model and understand that risk in ways that a typical enterprise can't. And so they can be a little bit more aggressive. They know what their worst case scenarios are. They know what their opportunities are, and they're prepared to roll the dice to get those outcomes. The vast majority of us, 95% of us, live somewhere in between. And the market is really just starting to establish itself there on who is actually able to help. I would say the biggest red flag to look out for is somebody who says that they can go solve all your AI problems. We've been doing this long enough that I know that I can't solve most companies' problems with AI. And where we look to help companies is where we can find very specific areas of opportunity. Sometimes that's in an existing system where we can take an expensive function and use AI to do it more cheaply, or where we can take a very manual function and automate it in a very specific, predictable way. Funny enough, a lot of those projects start as an LLM project. We'll use LLMs to do this, and they turn into a Python script at the end of the day by the time they ship to production. A lot of things don't need an LLM, but look like they do because they're being done by humans today. We also look for processes where you've got a process that is not done as well as you'd like today because there's just not enough time in the day. We look for those types of processes where we're not taking on a critical business function that's working well and trying to save you money. We're looking at something that could be better that you don't have the money to invest in. Look for people that are offering those types of solutions, specific solutions with specific outcomes, not people that are selling turnkey AI everything. That's all snake oil. It doesn't matter what you see on LinkedIn or X. There is nobody out there that is shipping general purpose business process automation software that you just drop in with a prompt and go off to the races. There are plenty of people doing prototypes of that. They will take your money. They will give you a prototype. You will be impressed. And when you ship it to prod, if you ship it to prod, you will quickly find all of the edge cases and end up rolling it back, and you'll spend the next year fiddling with it, never quite getting it right. Start with people who have specific opportunities for you and specific outcomes for you.